Breaking news.
On a hero story, episode
78? 70
75,
something?
wasn't it?
75.
75.
275. I was wait, you know, I'm in the
75.
future, guys.
Yep.
What happened? Like
I don't
this
know.
week? You don't know?
I don't remember.
Oh,
What happened?
Listen, the next 3 weeks are going to be big, so
Tell us the breaking news.
So we're starting this podcast right away because I'm just like, let me confirm the news real quick. And I checked my phone, and within like 3 minutes ago, we got some news, some casting news.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, don't look at your phones. We're just gonna announce this on the podcast and
is
see you guys' reaction. I haven't even had my reaction yet, but do you guys know the actor? Kumail Nanjiani, I want to say.
Yes. Yeah, obviously, yes.
Kingo.
Officially casted in the DC universe.
Oh.
Who do you think it'll be?
Oh, he's a character that's actually
officially.
I thought you were just saying he's in it. Oh my god,
casted.
imagine if he's fucking Batman. Imagine if he's Batman.
I will give you
imagine if he's
I will say this.
Imagine if he's Tarja or whatever he was.
This is a character. This is a character that has been announced to be in this universe.
It's got to be like Booster Gold.
It is a white character.
Or Hal Jordan.
Okay. Booster Gold, Hal Jordan. Harper, any guesses?
Blue Beetle.
For some reason, the Flash was the first thing that came to mind, but I'm gonna say
I'm nervous, man. My heart is beating.
Shit.
This is official.
Wow, because he's older. He's older and he's buff.
He's buff now, yeah.
I'm gonna say Aquaman.
Okay. And he confirmed this too. He himself.
This is gonna be nobody.
This is Booster Gold.
Wow. You know
it.
what? You know what? I don't.
Let me look at this. Let me look at this.
Here, I'll send you the link. He's
a fun, silly guy. I can see.
Here we go. Kumail Nanjiani has reportedly been cast as Booster Gold. Yeah. You know what? I wouldn't have thought of it. Yeah, I say so. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I would have thought. I genuinely thought what's his name was going to get it. Glenn Powell. Because he's it right now. He talked about it.
Glenn Powell would have been really good. Actually.
Glenn Powell would have been fucking awesome.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah, but I think Kumail sounds good.
Yeah,
they're not going to do Eternals 2.
As a character who is like acting as a dumb character per se,
yeah,
I think he fits the role.
A character with a facade who's putting on a face of comedy. Sure.
Yeah.
Imagine him doing all that shit in Heroes in Crisis. Kumail Nanjiani face to face with Kumail Nanjiani just yelling at himself.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, I think it does.
Let us see what the source is. Okay.
Nexus Point News.
Nexus Point News.
But
and also, can I just bring up that you said he's confirmed it?
Yeah.
No, he hasn't.
Did he not confirm it? Hunter.
He hasn't said shit. He hasn't said anything on anything.
He just tweeted retweeted James Gunn saying like Superman's in theaters next year, and he retweeted saying in. So
okay. Oh yeah, that was 22 hours
But he
ago.
also wrote, to be clear, I meant in as in watching this movie. Not I am in this movie. I am not in Superman, but I'm very excited to watch it. Okay, here's the thing. I guess now this is just what if Kumail Nanjiani got cast as Booster Gold? But I still like that idea, I guess.
I still like that idea, but it is in no way confirmed by James Gunn, by anyone, or by him.
Hold on. Does anyone use Threads anymore besides him?
No, I don't think so.
Check his Instagram. No, he hasn't posted.
Come on. We have exclusively Nexus Point News. We have exclusively learned. Wow. I mean, it sounds fine though. Honestly, just
I feel like it is real.
Yeah, you feel like it's real because you just said it on a podcast.
Yeah, you said it out loud.
I can never be wrong.
News.
I can never be wrong.
Okay, all right. Well, that could be a thing that's happening, and that might be exciting, or it may not be.
I think
exactly that what you just said. Yeah, it could work if it's true, which it might not be true because apparently it's not entirely true. I guess it could be cool. I went from, oh, that sounds awesome to, all right, I guess I was lied to.
I
should have expected it.
lied to.
I should have expected. It's Hunter. What are we talking about? It's Hunter.
Yeah. No,
Remember when he told us that Steve Trevor was going to go in the fucking Lazarus pit? This guy, he's been tricking us for years.
You said it. You also said don't go on your phones to us before the podcast. I don't think this shit would have come up for me even if I was fucking.
Yeah, it says 30 minutes ago. He said breaking news within 5 seconds.
Recording, it'll be like maybe James is going to talk about WoW during these next hour. I guess
maybe, yeah.
Because he tends to be on top of that. If you go on Reddit, like the DC Cinematic subreddit, the top comment on this post is this a reliable source? And the comment replying says, yup, and it has like 50 upvotes.
Oh, so that's his source. That's Hunter's source.
Excellent. That's good. Yeah. Yup.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Anyways, we have other stuff to talk about. We have other news, real news, such as the Cat 4 trailer, which we'll get into pretty quick here, as well as some other stuff, some DC comic leaks that Tyler is very excited about, it seems.
Oh yeah. Jesus Christ.
Which is real. I
was thinking about we got to talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll just jump into it randomly. Also, for those that listen to us and hate comic books, despise them like half this podcast does.
Yes.
We also, Tyler and I saw Longlegs, and it was pretty good and not that scary.
We have, I guess.
Here he goes. I knew
that.
Before we started this that he was gonna do his little bit where he's gonna go. I mean, if you haven't seen many horror movies, you probably would
get
find
to it. Well, we will
Hunter,
get to it.
Every horror movie you've seen is from like 2015 onwards. Shut the fuck up.
I've seen Friday the 13th, 1, 2, 3,
so
6.
I remember I did this. We talked about this in the chat. I went to your fucking Letterboxd. I got Letterboxd back just so that I could look at your list of horror movies and be like, right, well, he's saying like he's the horror guy now and he's seen all these movies, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he did say like, I've got it with horror, bro.
Yeah,
it's
and I went
horror
to your
is my dominion.
Dude, there's like fucking 3 movies on there max that I haven't seen. It's like a list of like 30 movies, and they all came out like last year.
Yep.
Shut the fuck up.
Is Megan on that list?
No, you're looking at like my good horror list. Yeah, those
good horror list.
Those are just horror movies I like. I'm talking like I've seen.
I went through, yeah, exactly. But I went through your list, and half of the shit is like you voting for things like 5s and 6s out of 10. It's like, why would I watch it? Like, I don't care. Why would I give a fuck?
Hunter,
I've seen a lot of bad horror.
Hunter's Letterboxd,
but you haven't. No, you haven't. You've seen some bad horror movies in the last like 7 years.
Hunter's Letterboxd might be my least favorite thing on the internet.
Also,
there's so much bad shit on the internet, but this one just specifically gets
it wasn't last week. It was the podcast before last week. You said something to the extent of like, I've seen like 400 horror movies or so. You said something like just bombastic, and I remember like just frowning, going, no, "There's no fucking way that you have. There's zero chance you have, because all you watch is like one-off horror movies that like A24 does. But you haven't sat through like a big franchise, like maybe Saw. You've done Saw.
Scream. I've done Saw, Scream. I haven't done Friday the 13th. Right?
Scream is another example.
I've done Halloween.
You've done all of Halloween.
I think I'm missing maybe 2.
There's zero fucking chance you've done all of Halloween. I don't believe you're a liar.
I think
no trust. Liar.
Harper, I literally said, I think I'm missing some. And you're like, zero chance you've done all. I'm like, yeah.
There's zero chance. I reckon you've done 2 of them.
I think I've maybe, out of Halloween, I've only done probably the first 2 and then the new movies. Which there are 3 of.
There are 3 of.
No, you know what? I never saw. I know we talk about. I never saw Halloween Ends. I swear to God, I didn't see it.
Yeah. No, I swear to God, we talked about it in the chat.
Exactly. Where I'm like, why was I so mad? I swear to God, I haven't seen this movie. I swear I skimmed it.
Didn't they release it on streaming and theaters at the same time?
Yeah, they did. I don't think I watched it in full. I don't think I really watched the movie.
Did you really
not? Because I skimmed through scenes, and I was just like, this fucking is so stupid.
did you get up to that point where Corey Cunningham's standing behind the bush? Because I remember that happens, and you said to the chat, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Did you see that and then just exit the movie? Maybe
I might have done that and just been like, "All right, let me get to the fight scenes."
Tyler also went to see fucking Horizon, an American Saga Chapter 1, and then walked out.
So theaters. He went to a theater
on Wednesday. I was really debating this. I was debating it all day. I kept asking people. I asked my mom if I should see this movie. I asked my girlfriend, like, should I see this fucking movie?
You're trying to get permission.
I was just like, is this a good idea? And I asked you guys, should I see this movie?
And we went no.
You both said no.
Yeah.
But I woke up early the next day so I could catch an 11 a.m. showing. And and I sat through it. And I left an hour in because it was just so boring.
Out of what, 3 hours?
Yeah, it's a long movie.
3 entire hours.
Awesome.
I don't think I've ever left a theater before a movie ends.
Me neither. But that was the thing, is where I was just like, my life does not change if I sit through the rest of this. I don't gain anything. I'm not gonna
you gain a number on your Letterboxd list for 2024.
It doesn't matter to me like that, though. You know.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, it feels weird because I have the movie ticket and I keep all my movie tickets, but it doesn't. It's got to go in its own corner, I guess, where it's like technicality. But yeah, shit movie. Fucking so stupid. Such a stupid movie.
Well, I mean, you finish it, so.
Yeah, I guess maybe it was awesome in the end.
Yeah, that's true. As soon as you walked out, Godzilla would have came in the movie.
Yeah, that would have been sick. I can't believe I missed that. I got to go back now. Watch up to the hour.
You gotta watch it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I've gotten better with Letterboxd reviews for words.
I've gotten better with Letterboxd.
Have you?
Yeah. I think I do like actual reviews mostly rather than just trying to be silly.
The other day, I sat there for like 15 minutes trying to think of a really funny, like, "Don't Fear the Reaper" joke so that I could make a review for X. And I just couldn't come up with one. And I just went, you know what? I'm not going to write reviews. Like, I'm just not built for it.
I also do it sparingly.
Yeah,
I don't review every movie I see, really. Unless I'm going to... So I rewatched Spider-Verse and my review was, this is the best movie ever. So I guess I do sometimes do reviews.
I usually do reviews, but they're usually
Should we shout out our Letterboxd?
Oh yeah, if you guys have Letterboxd, follow us. I think I'm just Comic Book Hunter. I'm pretty sure.
I am just
Tyler J213, something like that.
Oh, you're like your PayPal thing.
Yeah, my name. He's like Hunter Cole Murray.
At Last Harper, which is just my fucking Instagram handle. LAST.
And Harper's going to be using it now, finally.
I am. I do. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
I enjoy it. I enjoy seeing your little updates. You watched Invisible Man?
We watched it last night. Yeah, that movie's still fucking excellent. Yeah.
It's awesome.
We'll be watching The Last Stop in Yuma Country tonight, which is another Jim Cummins movie.
Oh, yo, I watched it the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's my guy. You know, the knife salesman dude in that movie. That's the Thunder Road guy.
Oh.
He's the dude that directed and starred in that. Fuck yeah, is it good?
I gave it 4 stars out of 5. So Last Stop in Yuma Country. It's about it's a gas station in basically the middle of nowhere, and they're out of gas. So people that show up be like, "Hey, I'm here to get gas." They're just like, you're gonna have to wait like the day for the gas guy to come in. So it's a bunch of strangers sitting in a diner waiting for the gas guy to come in, and it's basically Hateful Eight, but it's hot outside.
Oh, so it's like 12 Angry Men.
Yeah, it's a bunch of strangers. Some of them are criminals, some of them aren't, and yeah, so there's a police officer.
Like, did anybody ever see that Chris Hemsworth movie? The fight at the Royale or whatever?
Yeah,
El
Royale. Something like Royale. It is very similar. Yeah, it's similar. It's not as good as that. That's a really good movie you're talking about.
I just called him Christopher Hemsworth.
Also. But that movie is more cult-like. This is very similar vibes though, except it's not nighttime. It is just daytime and it's hot outside. But it's the same kind of thing where like bunch of strangers in a tight situation.
But that's my guy, the dude, the knife salesman guy in that
Jim
movie,
Cummings.
Hunter.
Yeah,
Jim Cummings. He's the Thunder Road dude. Directed.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that. You were telling me about that last week. How you were like, "This is the greatest movie ever made."
I don't. Can I show this message on the podcast?
Why would you not be?
Hunter, can I show the one that we just got in the nerds chat from JD's dad? Just because I think it's funny as fuck.
Oh yeah, which one?
Can I show it?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't see why not.
It's just like, so we asked Tom to watch The Boys, and clearly he finished season 3 and he's on season 4, and he just said, "Why did they make Frenchie gay?"
Oh.
3 question marks.
And now I have to respond to him.
He was Tom, in season 1, Tom.
They mentioned that
Is he really caught up like all the way?
Yeah, he's been watching.
Why am I not in this chat?
I don't know. He made it with Harper and I.
Damn it.
They mentioned that he's into guys in season 2. There we go.
My favorite message he put is just like, start of season 3, gay opening.
Yeah. He just
it just sounds like, Tom, I'm sure he's very accepting, but he sounds unaccepting.
I'm sure he is. It's just that he, like, the way he says things is so like boomer level blunt. He just goes, gay opening. It's just like hilarious. Okay. And like, I don't know if he thinks that that's good or bad. Like, he just says it.
Yeah, maybe he loves it. He's like, hey, gay opening. We don't know how he's pronouncing these sentences.
Good Lord. He asked me to call him daddy. He can't be that straight, surely.
Yeah, no, he's definitely not.
Oh my god.
Boys, the Boys is almost ending here.
Did we just out Tom? The Boys is almost ending. It's got 1 week left. Yeah.
It's got 1 episode left. Yeah.
For season 4, yeah.
This week, fuck it. It was a really good episode until the thing happened that I think made everyone collectively go, "Oh no, come on!"
Yeah, I thought it was an excellent episode. Actually, I was like, "This is a classic, great The Boys episode."
Yeah,
I was telling my friend about this. My friend was because he started watching The Boys, and he's like, "I just watched episode 1," and I told him, and I think this is true. It's such a good show. I said, literally every episode is better than the last, like in its prime. Literally every
season
episode
1
you watch,
to 2, yeah,
and 3, I think even as well. And then there was a point where now these episodes are doing that too. This
was
really
easily
good.
the best episode of the season.
It's really good.
This season's fine. It's the least interested I've been in personal stories, but it feels like it's all coming together.
I think it started weakest.
Yeah,
but I think it's got its footing. I think there's
better now. Yeah.
I feel like I'm more invested now in Frenchie and Kamiko than I ever was because they went through this, divide them apart, and he's got his stuff with Colin, and she's off, and the Shining Light stuff.
It's like when they made Cody Rhodes lose. You're saying
yeah, exactly. This is the Infinity War.
Them ripping him away made you want it even more. Yeah.
Okay. It is getting better, but I did think it started off very slow. Like it felt like the plot wasn't moving
a bit
much.
Meandering. Yeah.
Tom just said, I want him with Kamiko. I just said, have patience, son. He said, yes, Butcher.
I like Butcher a lot, but in this season, his whole hallucination things, I'm just like, I just want you.
I'm into it. I really like the Jeffrey D. Morgan shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Every time I see Butcher now, I'm definitely on the side of everyone else. From like, can we just put this dog out of its misery? Like, you know what I mean? Or just like, can we just kill him for his own sake? Because he wants to die. He's going to die. His brain is melting out of his ears.
He'll survive. Yeah. He'll be healed somehow.
Do you think he's gonna heal? You think the Soups virus could heal him?
No, he's gonna survive this season, but he's dead next season.
I think there's no way he survives.
I think no, he doesn't survive the show. He'll absolutely die in the end. But I think this current thing, he's gonna be fine, and then the next season he's gonna do something to fight Homelander and then fuck himself.
Yeah, I think he's gonna die like Tyler will get this now. I think he'll die like Maximus in Gladiator.
Oh, okay. Like a happy ending. He gets to see his family again, type of thing.
Yeah. It's like you can go now.
I have the complete opposite of how he could die. I was gonna say he could
blown up.
I was gonna say he could die like Joel, and he could just die at the very beginning, very undignified, and it unites everybody. I think he could die definitely. I could see him dying like early though.
Can you see him dyeing his hair?
No, I genuinely don't think so.
You think he dies last episode of the show?
If not second last.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know, man. I think he could. I honestly like. I know there's leaks. I know all this stuff, but I could believe that he was going to die. I guess this is a spoiler. Oops. This season, like I think I could have believed if there wasn't anything else, if they didn't announce all this stuff or whatever, I could buy he dies at the end of this next episode.
No, I don't even think he's going to die. Like, I don't think this is going to be the thing that kills him. I think he's fine. I think
he's just faking it.
I think whatever's going on in his body, I think it's like some superpower thing that is causing this, but I don't think it's actually going to kill him. I think he's.
Oh my god! And it's like he goes all the way through it, and it's his mutant. Like,
but that's what I mean. He's clearly got like
soup.
He's clearly got like I mean, we see the worms wriggling through him. We see the bunny rabbit in episode 5 that has the little tendrils come out. Every time he blacks out, everyone is like murdered in like a flurry of violence. So I think I think he's got something like that. I don't think it's actually killing him per se.
Do you think, because for the Boys comic, obviously I haven't read it all the way, but I've watched videos on it, and they say that that Butcher becomes the villain after they kill Homelander, right?
Yeah, but it's lame. I don't. It seems lame. I'm sure we'll have
like
Sean will call in and be like, "You fucking take that back."
It's actually sick as fuck, and I'm sure it is actually. But like, I'm just saying, I would love to see that in this show.
Yes.
I would hope that if in a perfect world, I feel like you kill Homelander at the end of the next episode, honestly, and then season 5.
No, they won't do that.
They will never do that.
I know they will never do that. I know that Homelander's like the guy. And even though we all hate him, and then half of them love him, people that watch love him.
Well, like he's entertaining to watch.
He's the main character. He's like he's the reason we watch. If there wasn't any more Homelander, I probably wouldn't watch.
Like, I like when he's on screen. It's entertaining.
Yeah,
I really think it will be. I think they're going to change the ending of the books. I think somehow it's going to be directly Butcher is the one that kills Homelander, and then I think he's going to die as a result of it.
You think he gets like a heroic ending?
No, I don't think it's a hero's ending. I don't think it's anything like that. I think it's like he does whatever the selfish thing is. He finally gets what he wants and he dies for it. And they're all just kind of like, it was always going to be this way. But I don't think it's like some big heroic sacrifice. I think if anyone's getting a heroic sacrifice, it's the A-Train, baby.
Oh. Yeah, maybe next week we'll see.
Oh man.
I really hope
we'll probably discuss it.
He's so good. Podcast. I mean,
he's awesome this season. He's the best part of the season, maybe.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
it's unreal.
Gosh. I hope if he fights Homelander, and everyone's saying this, but I hope it is like that Eternals fight scene when Icarus
it's not
fights.
Gonna look like that at all. It's just gonna be punching, throwing.
But the fight in this episode was good, actually. Yeah, no, it looks good.
But it's not gonna be some large scale shit like that.
I just showed Vicky and I just at the end of season 3, and we just watched Herogasm, and I know I was saying to you guys in the chat, I don't think you can top that fight. Like Powered Butcher and Soldier Boy
is like, that episode. I think it's definitely the best episode of the series so far.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's one of those episodes that like your whole series builds to. It's like it's almost like Ozymandias from Breaking Bad, you know, that kind of thing. But it's like there's episodes and shows where it's like the whole series kind of has been building to this moment. And I feel like everything, all the forward momentum was building to that fight in the show. And for like 3 seasons worth of stuff.
So good.
Excellent, man. Excellent.
Scorched Earth. Oh, he's so good.
All of his lines
and then
are great.
Yeah, I think that was the most, when the ending of that episode as well, with Annie, you know, revealing everything. I think watching that episode when it came out was the most invested I had ever been in this show.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, for sure.
Did you guys watch Gen V?
No, we're gonna watch that next.
I watched I did one of those things where, for some reason, you ever do this where you watch like 6 episodes of an 8-episode season?
You
and
just
stop.
Literally me. I watch 6 episodes and then I'm like, I think I'm good.
I don't need to finish this. This is fucking stupid.
I get it.
No, I do that all the time.
I didn't like it.
You did that with Gen V?
Yeah.
I liked it enough. I don't know why I stopped.
I like binged too. Like I watched 6 in like 2 days and I'm like, I don't think I care anymore.
that is crazy. Like at that point, just finish it.
Man. I know, but I'm like,
I know. I did the exact same thing.
I think I started watching something else. I think like Mandalorian season 3 started. I'm like,
that's a really sad review of the show.
Yeah,
of that show.
I'm sure it's
Neither
good.
of us finished it.
I mean, it wasn't bad. I just didn't really care for anyone.
Yeah, and I think I know this is a shared universe now, but do you need to make a season 2? Especially now that, one of your main guys is not going to be there anymore.
Well, because one of the like the show, this show is about to end as well. Like you're not going to do Gen V after the boys finish. So at max they get another season.
And I guess that's fine, but do they do Gen V after the boys finishes?
No, God, no, surely not.
But do you think? But they could though. I feel like they would do that. I feel like they are. It's Amazon. They would.
Tyler, name me a time in
history.
Name me a time in history where there's been a great, like an all-time great TV show, and then they do a spin-off of that TV show, and that show is somehow as good, if not better.
House of Dragon.
I want to introduce.
Yeah, or there's another. I was genuinely sitting.
Yeah.
I was sitting on my couch in dead silence the other day. She's at work. I'm on work holiday, so it's great. I was just sitting there, and I just went, "Oh yeah, Better Call Saul's the best show ever made." It's just like that I had. It's the best show ever made. Yeah, House of the Dragon is good, Hunter, but like it's not as good as the best of Game of Thrones, but it's so much better than the worst of Game of Thrones. So
yeah, it's not like season 3 to 5. I guess is
the fuck. Season 3 is like the best season of the show. What are you talking about?
I'm trying to think of like peak Game of Thrones. Was it like 3?
Peak Game of Thrones is 1 to 5, and then like for me, actually, 5
is my favorite.
I fucking love season 6, even though it's like just past.
I like season 6 as well. Yeah,
I fucking love, dude. That reveal. The baby, the fucking
okay,
greatest thing in fucking history, bro. I was reading the books at the time, so I was like deep into like, oh, is he gonna end up bit? And then they reveal it in the show, and I was like screaming. And then the last 2 seasons are fine.
I think not the last season, the one before that is also not bad.
7 is okay. 7 falls apart a little bit when they go over the wall.
Well, people are just like, oh, the iceberg scene, like, it just drags on. Like, those are like the coolest characters.
No, that scene is cool. It just doesn't, like, the whole episode, the dynamics of that episode make no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Like, how people get to places so cool. I know people have banged on about this, like, ad nauseum, but it really doesn't make any sense. And, like, it's so...
Like, they fast travel.
like Benjen showing up, and you're like, oh, Benjen. And it's
like, why are you here?
Yeah.
I get it. Anyways,
the last season is genuinely like funny bad. Like
it's just mind-boggling the choices that they made. It's like,
bro, I love that show so much, but like I wasn't even like sad. Like it wasn't like disappointing, and I was sitting there like, oh man, like they fucked it. I was genuinely like, are you serious? This is what you do. This is crazy. That finale, I was just like the wave of, usually when the internet hates on a thing, it's for stupid. It's so work. It's like fucking idiots. Get a job, get a girlfriend, get a life. But in Game of Thrones, it was like everyone was right from the get-go. They were like, this
people aren't complaining about
like,
it's so woke. It's just like, I can't see anything in this fight.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, so that's the Night King. All right.
Wait, the Night King died, but what was he doing kidnapping babies? And like, we're just not gonna get that answer.
And everyone's just like, Ari? Like,
out of everyone, even then the final, well, not the final battle, the battle like in the north, it's so dark, but the one thing that you can clearly see is Sam dies like 10 times. He's dead. Damn, that sucks. He was a good character. Oh no, he's back again.
There's like an army. There's like 100,000 fucking dead skeleton people, and there's like 4 people out front of Winterfell, and they all survive. And you're like,
Sam's like on his back, like 4 times, like, how are you alive?
There's like 40 skeletons over him with knives going like, nah. And then at the episode, he's just like, oh, I'm all right. What? How? And then they like, I fucking love the part where they hide all like the women and children down in the crypt. It's a dude that can bring dead bodies back to life, and they hide them in the crypt. And so, of course, people start breaking out of the fucking crypt. It's like, yeah, okay, great.
Yeah, they do that too. Like,
it's fucking so stupid, bro. It's so stupid. Remember there's like the battle's going on. Like Winterfell is being completely fucking invaded by these skeletons. And then Arya somehow finds like the library, and there's like 2 of them in there, and she's able to have like a little stealth sequence. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like How would that? What? There's an entire section of Winterfell where there's only 3 things: Arya and 2 of them. Like that's it.
Yep.
And she's like sneaking around, like I've got to be quiet. They might get me, bro. There's like 100,000 just outside. Like
Arya was my favorite character too, and even I was sad. I was disappointed with that.
They fuck her pretty bad, bro. Not in a weird way.
It was consensual.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was
which also felt weird.
It was like weird. It was so random.
Yeah.
It was just Arya, this person who's never displayed any interest in that stuff, was just like, right, oh well, we're gonna die tomorrow. Let's have a proper fuck. And you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
Do you want to know my 2 favorite characters in that show?
Steve Rogers and Tony Stark.
Pretty much that. Well, they can't. No, no, not at all. I fucking love Jon Snow, obviously.
Same.
I do. I don't care. I fucking love it. No, that's what I mean. Like, I don't care. But I fucking love me Ramsay Bolton, bro. He's good. He's just
with the sauce.
This is turning out to be a wonderful evening. You're Reek. He's so good. He's like the best villain. Oh
he's
my
a
God.
good villain.
He's the best villain in the show, bro. He's so fucking good.
Yeah. Hey Tyler, are you okay?
Well, I've just been listening to a really great podcast.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so
for
that's
listeners,
been the Game of Thrones recap.
When I say go, we're gonna start Avengers Endgame. So just have it
all let's do it. I'll do it.
That was that episode. I'm shocked. The whole episode, Harper. I'm surprised you haven't seen Loki season 2. That was the one thing that I was like, "What the hell?"
I know.
The thing that everyone praises.
We talked about so many things. We talked about 2.5 hours worth of nonsense.
It was a proper
go back
podcast,
and listen to it. We're
fucking
talking about nonsense. We were not talking about that movie at all.
I thought it was still, like I listened to you guys without watching the movie, and I was still entertained.
Oh,
so,
wait. Let me find it.
We'll get into actual news now, like comic book stuff. Oh my God, I forgot about this. But we do have like comic book and superhero stuff. We're 30 minutes in. So Captain America Brave New World trailer dropped, the first trailer, as well as a teaser poster.
Can I just show like the moment when Hunter like had to upload the audio and stuff for this podcast? It was like, wait, it's all Infinity War?
You just you guys watched Infinity War? That was why we did it. Pretty much, we just did it personally so we could get that message in the chat.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And he said exactly what we wanted him to say, which is, wait, it's all Infinity War.
Wait, you just watched Infinity War? It's just Infinity War.
You guys even mentioned at the beginning, you're just like, JD's gonna be pissed because it's all Infinity War. Hunter's gonna be pissed because he's not here. Like, I want to watch with you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that movie too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, a Cap 4 trailer. Brave New World. I think it looks good, but
I think it looks
popular.
I think it looks good. I think if I had to say, if you just show me this trailer, absent of everything we know about this movie already, I'm like, okay, that seems like a bunch of weird things, but I guess that works. You know,
it is
like lot. It's just like, oh, there's the Red Hulk. Oh, what? Like, oh, he's why is he the president? Oh, it's Harrison Ford. Oh, but I think the tone. I don't know if you guys like thought the same thing, but it's like the tone of it really kind of hit. Like it felt like this looks like an interesting movie. The trailer really sold it, like the tone of it.
I think they're going for a Winter Soldier vibe, and then the teaser poster like reflects it. It's the same font. It's the same kind of style of just the shield. So it's very similar.
I remember the director, he said like this movie is a trial by fire for Sam Wilson as Captain America. And I'm like, I like the idea of that, where it's just like, God, this guy has to live up to this legacy, and the world has never been shittier. Just like not that there's aliens attacking or whatever, but like politically the world has never been shittier.
Because you got Harrison Ford in office.
Yeah, he's the president, and
I
he's
shaved my mustache.
Yeah, he's also the Hulk.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I think that's interesting. I could get into that, but
I just thought the trailer was so weird though. Like, because
it was absolutely freaking weird.
So there is about 15 seconds, right? It's shot of Sam Wilson. He walks into a room, and then Harrison Ford is there, and they have a little discussion. And then we see a very quick cutaway to Giancarlo Esposito shooting guns, right? That happens like 4 times in that trailer.
They really show up.
They go Sam Harrison Gus Fring, Sam Harrison, Gus.
It was such a weird trailer.
There wasn't
even a Marvel logo in it. There was no Marvel Studios
it was just
logo.
Like it was just discussions between Sam and like they kept being like, look, it's Harrison Ford. Like
also, Giancarlo Esposito, we find out, is playing George Washington Bridge, who of course is the villain in the death of Gwen Stacy, and it's really exciting to see like. It was a joke. Didn't land.
Yeah,
George Washington Bridge. God damn it!
Yeah,
I just went okay. Like, no. Is it?
No, but he's playing a character called George Washington Bridge, right?
Yeah, no,
whatever that means. Whoever this is, and it's that same thing of like, oh, there's a A-list actor playing like a character I've never heard of in my entire life.
Yeah, that's not into. I want A-list actor playing A-list character.
Yeah,
I want him to play Tony Stark.
No, but like an A-list villain. Like I want him.
Yeah,
to
at least someone
like,
cool. I don't know who George Washington Bridge is.
Is that an original character? Or?
No, he's a real character from Marvel Comics.
He just said he's involved in the death of Gwen Stacy.
No, it was a joke because Gwen Stacy got thrown off the George Washington Bridge. You fuck.
That's a good joke. That is a good joke.
Thank you.
So is he a comic character or not?
Allegedly. I've never seen him before.
Yeah, GW Bridge. That's what he goes by.
GW Bridge. Captain America, because it's also like, who is this villain? Jesus Christ, he looked like the Kingpin in Spider-Verse. He looks huge.
He's a mercenary for S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. Okay. So
boring. That's boring.
Exactly.
He's created by Rob Liefeld.
Yes.
Oh, that means we get a Rob
also in this movie, this Captain America movie. There's the leader and there's Red Hulk, and it's just I don't know. I don't think that this is the best they could do for Sam Wilson's first Captain America movie. Yeah. I just don't think that this is the best they could have done.
Real quick, Tyler, you're done for. I just went to his fictional character biography. It says, ever since his youth, he prefers to call himself GW Bridge because he hates people that make jokes about the George Washington Bridge.
Oh, no.
It's over for you.
Wow.
Oh, no. Wow. Oh, shit.
He's coming for you, bro. You look to the side. Don't turn off your light, bro. It's gonna be Nick Cage from Longlegs behind you.
Yeah. I think this trailer, I don't know. I just felt like there was a lot of weird shit. I feel like every scene was just like, what is that? Not even like I'm excited to see that, but like what the hell is that about? You know what I mean?
It just like felt
the
like
White House is blowing up.
What? I don't remember that.
There's a part in the trailer where the White House blows up.
What does it? I thought it was just like text that blew out of it. Does it actually blow up?
There's a part where it's the match cut from Sam throwing his shield, and you just see a part of the White House blow the fuck up.
You do too. That's right. It looks like something got thrown through it. Yeah.
And it's just, I was just like, what is going on? Like,
it's just
insane.
such a weirdly cut trailer. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when a trailer shows like whoever the big person is, let's say it's Harrison Ford, and then we get like some quick cuts of things that are happening in the movie. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like,
yeah, it was strange. It was definitely a strange trailer. I don't see it. I don't remember where it is, but it's at some point Sam throws the shield.
It's towards the end.
It's just standing.
I was just gonna watch the trailer, but at some point he throws the shield. You're not Sam Wilson, or you're not Steve Rogers. At some point he throws the shield, and it looks like the White House blows up. There it is.
Right here.
You couldn't even see it. Boom, White House blows up.
Oh, you're right.
It's just, it's so strange. I just think this is a strange looking movie. And that is that exemplifies it. It's just so strange. Like,
well, there's not just Red Hulk. There's JD.
Shots that go hard.
Who's JD's character? The thinker, not the thinker.
Oh, the leader.
The leader. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I say JD because foreheads are big. But the leaders in this.
What the fuck?
For you new listeners who have come
Betty
in
Ross
and
is in this as well.
Yeah.
Like
Betty Ross is in this. Yep. And it's also cost, $500 billion or whatever. How much did it cost? 350 million, I think this budget is at.
God.
So it's like, and it's just a strange fucking movie. Like, I just think it looks so strange. It's also releasing in February, and it's like that's not a big.
That's a graveyard slot. Yeah,
it comes out on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, this year that was Madam Web, and last year that was Ant-Man 3. You're just shitting these movies out.
It was supposed to be like
on
May 4th,
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
That's a day that
comes
all of the
after
people
my birthday.
in this podcast can celebrate, but not JD.
Yeah,
not JD.
Gonna love hearing that one.
JD will be going to see Captain America by himself.
Yes.
It's sad. I'm sorry.
I love seeing
president.
JD, like every time I see like a really heartfelt relationship post, it's always liked by JD, and I'm like, bro, just go out there. Just like...
He's actually not on this podcast right now because he's at a baseball game. Maybe he's with a special someone.
I think he's probably
like George Washington Bridge.
I'm gonna say he's with a buddy.
Like G.W. Bush, buddy?
G.W. Bush.
Wait.
I said
wait. Holy shit. No way.
That's crazy. They got him.
Bridge, but yeah, let's say George W. Bush.
G.W. Bush. Can you imagine that JD is at a baseball game right now with George W. Bush?
They have a picture where they're just like arms around each other, hot dogs in hands.
Yeah.
It's so funny. That is so funny.
I meant G.W. Bridge, but yeah.
I don't think he's no.
Yeah.
One big thing in this trailer is we see Celestial Hand. They remembered Eternals.
Yes, finally, we're gonna talk about Eternals. My God, 4 years or something.
Yeah,
that's another thing with this movie.
Did they? I missed that.
What do you mean?
Did they really? I didn't even see.
You see the hand.
You see
like Falcon fly by it. Yeah.
I sent it in the chat. I'll send it again. But it's like you see Falcon. Yeah, there's like missiles and shit people set up at Tiamat's hand, and it's like it's this big thing coming out of the water. There was all these rumors that Tiamat's hand, they're gonna mine adamantium from there. Like that's where adamantium in the MCU is gonna come from.
It's kind of cool. I'm okay with that.
That is a cool idea, I think, as well. But I guess this proves some of those leaks, rumors correct.
Maybe because he was originally in the center of the earth. Maybe like in Wakanda, they just had a mine that went very far down, and they're just picking at his back or something. That's how they got all the adamantium in Wakanda. So
do you think, because I guess finally we're gonna answer like how the world fucking reacts to this, because it's big not hand.
No, I don't think they will. I don't think
I know
they're going there though. They are confirmed to be going there.
Yeah, they're going there.
The thing about Eternals that really fucking pisses me off and blows my mind is that like I feel like more than Thanos snapping, finding out that the Earth is an egg for a giant like celestial being is the craziest thing to ever happen in the history of the world. There's a guy sticking out of
that's
the
like
Earth.
That's like when the Earth was Unicron.
Nobody mentioned it. That's like yes, exactly. Yeah. Can you imagine? That would be all I would think about from that moment on. If that happened tomorrow, we would talk about it on the podcast. You know, because it's the biggest thing ever.
Well, look at this podcast. Crazy, we still talk about Batman v Superman. It's almost been 10 years, and we still won't shut up about that movie. So exactly, talk about that the Earth is an egg.
Exactly. No one talked about it. Moon Knight didn't talk about it. Doctor Strange didn't talk about it. Fucking Namor didn't talk about it. And Wakanda didn't talk about it. Like nobody talked about it.
It was just like a news article in She-Hulk, but like
it's not like she's reading it. Doing it's a clickbait article that's like on the sidebar. It says, "What's that hand doing in the Atlantic?"
So that's it. Earth, you're telling me the Earth was an egg?
The Earth was an egg.
See, I didn't watch this movie, so this is news.
But that's why Tiamat's there. He's growing out of the Earth.
But is he dead or is he alive still?
He's dead. Cersei turns him to like marble or something.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's really
weird
stupid.
Movie. It's a weird.
He's still like he's thousands of feet in, like his head. The tip of his head is like in the atmosphere.
Yeah, the Earth would not survive. The Earth would not survive this happening. Like it would just.
His head is in the atmosphere. What?
Like I'm gonna send the picture. Of the atmosphere.
This is what it looks like, dude. I'm sending you the picture. Actually, look at it. I sent it in the chat. Actually, look at it. This is what happened to the Earth.
And then it stopped.
This is what actually exists.
I've never comprehended like how insane that is.
Yeah.
Yes. And nobody's mentioned it in 4 years of MCU movies, Harper. Nobody has talked about it.
And we've had movies with Avengers, like Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Thor, and they're just silent.
Yeah,
He's.
I would have
For
thought
some reason, I
Namor
thought
would
that
have had a
hand.
problem with it. You know,
I
like
thought that hand was smaller.
thought it was
No,
like
you
a
can see the
fishbowl.
curve of the earth.
He's
You
in a
can see the-
pond.
Wait. Sorry, Hunter. The curve of the what?
I forgot you're like this. So.
Never mind.
I'm kidding.
I don't want to offend anybody.
It's just insane. It's good
You
that
can
they're
actually, you
going
can
there.
genuinely see the curve of it. Oh, fuck's sake. You can actually, you're right.
Yes,
You
the
can
curve
see it.
of the yes.
Like it's massive.
Yes.
I need a zoom out of the entire like the MCU Earth
yes,
and just
exactly.
There are multiple countries smaller than this.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's real.
Insane.
That happened.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just wild that like Doctor Strange just never said anything.
What did you say that is real? Is that what you want to talk about? Israel.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
you said
Oh,
you
Jesus
wanted
Christ.
You said it's a good transition.
There was.
Well, yeah, it would. I feel like it would be weird to talk about this movie without talking about that. All right, so okay.
The Canadian and the Australian are about to sit back and let the American, who's actually involved with this,
you got this, Tyler. You got
it, bro.
All right. So, I hate this. Oh my god. Come back. I can't do this.
Harper.
In this movie,
we'll let him speak.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah. I was gonna. Yeah.
Oh, all right. They've turned their cameras off, guys. I want to apologize for. I know we don't often get political on this podcast, but I want to apologize for the fact that my country does a lot of bad shit, and I'm sorry because I know that like I'm always like America, yeah, it's tough, man, and we're gonna ruin the world pretty fucking soon.
Oh my god! Did you just threaten them?
Yeah. In this movie,
like a threat.
in this trailer, is a character adapted from the comics. The character Sabra, who in the comic books invented in the Incredible Hulk, is an Israeli superhero, like an Israeli kind of, I guess, think of her like an Israeli Captain America. And in this movie, the character is adapted as a character named Ruth, and I think they revealed that she is an ex Black Widow. But obviously, it's still fucking strange that we have a movie coming out about where one of the main characters seemingly is at least based off of, so the DNA of that character is like an Israeli superhero, and it's fucking strange. It's fucking weird, and a lot of people are going to boycott this movie because of it, and I think that that's absolutely like, yeah, fair. That's very fair, because the world is kind of in a fucking weird place right now, and they're still gone, by the way. I could really go all the way with this, but it's just that this character in this movie, it's just fucking weird that they would do this. And it's just one of those things where it's like, I know that it's fiction. I know that these things don't really matter, but they kind of do. Because if this character's in this movie and people are going to go back and look at this stuff, it's just, I don't know. It's disappointing. You know what I mean? It's just fucking disappointing. And the actress is from Israel, and she was an IDF soldier, and she was like, they said she was exempt from joining the army, and she joined anyway. So that's kind of the type of person we're talking about playing in this movie. And I don't know anything about her, so I don't want to say anything. I don't know anything about her. I've never met her. I've never seen her before this. I don't know anything about her. So I'm not going to say that she's like some horrible person, but it's just fucking strange in this climate that we have in this world that this character is in a movie this big and is seemingly so important. And it's also like, this is the first Sam Wilson Captain America movie. He is Black man as Captain America. Like, there is something that matters in this. It's gonna be fucking disappointing if that's weighed down by the fact that this is in the movie. That's all I gotta say. There we go. For everyone, you could have skipped the last 3 minutes, and now here we're back. We're all back. 3 minutes. I don't even know how long that was.
So, direct all hate and all love to Tyler.
Good job, Tyler. That was good. That was well said.
It was well said. Honestly, to be put on the spot like that was
you just stutter a lot at first, which we're taking.
I like you can fucking talk. Fucking Joe Biden over here. Holy shit! I'm not like, usually when I see,
is that
like,
the debate 2024 debate?
Yeah, bro. Like I try and steer clear of all the fucking, like, I'm so sick of American politics specifically,
Yeah, me too.
and all the hate
Oh no!
Like all the
Hunter's doing his Joe
Hunter.
Biden face. Oh my
But
god!
that fucking him introducing Zelensky as Putin was like, you know, when you watch like cringe compilations and you feel that vicarious, like, oh no, I was like, oh, and then trying to save it by being like, oh, you're gonna defeat Putin. I mean, that's what I meant. I was like, bro,
we're getting close to the lost episode territory.
Why did no? We're not. We're not.
We are.
No, we're not. You do not remember what that episode is like. I was just saying that was
I wasn't there,
funny.
so you remember.
That was a funny video. And
just
all I was going to say is, America, why are all your politicians 900 years old?
Stop it. You know, there are answers to that question that we're not going to get into on this podcast.
There is.
It's fucking crazy though, man. I saw that clip too, and I was just like, oh my fucking god! Like, can it get worse?
Come on.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Captain America looks
Captain America good. 4
looks pretty.
An hour into this episode.
We'll move on here. There's an actor named Hamish Linklater. I'm trying to see what he's in.
Linklater.
Yeah,
he's the priest in Midnight Mass.
Sorry. Like Hamish.
Yeah, Hamish.
Yes, Hamish.
What? You've never seen the word Hamish before in your fucking life?
Hamish.
No, I don't think I have. Oh, he's in Unicorn Store. I've seen that.
But he's in Midnight Mass, a Netflix Mike Flanagan show. But he's playing he's voicing Batman in that Batman
in the new Batman animated
what's
series.
It called? Cape Crusader show.
Yeah, right.
He's voicing Batman, and it sounds pretty good. Like,
he sounds great.
They released some clips, and it sounds pretty good. So yeah, looks good. Why did I write down the last name? I don't remember the last name, but Zolo, who plays Blue Beetle.
Zolo Maridueña or something.
There we go.
I forget. I just messed it up.
Strong accent there. He was on a podcast called the Lone Lobos podcast, and he straight up confirmed, like, yeah, he's already started the Blue Beetle animated series, so it's already like past pre-production, like it's moving forward.
It's cool.
And he said it's pretty exciting, and he thinks it's 8 episodes, but it could be longer.
That's cool. I guess if they do, that was always a good idea, I think, to make Blue Beetle animated series instead of making another Blue Beetle movie.
Yeah, and I thought Blue Beetle was a good movie, but I don't think it should.
I just wonder what are you gonna do in because I always felt like the next step in the Blue Beetle movie is to find Ted Cord, right? Like that's like the next step. Like where's Ted Cord?
That's what they set up, yeah.
But is that something we do in this animated show? Because I almost think that could be the Booster Gold show or something, you know?
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess they could do that in this show.
I think Blue Beetle works really well with animation. I mean, Young Justice, he was a star in season 2, so it could be very good. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, Blue Beetle ended with setting up Ted Cord, but it also just ended with like Jaime was just like on a motorcycle making out with his new girlfriend while George Lopez was in the background, like, hey.
Yeah,
Batman's a fascist or whatever.
Said, Jaime, you have a boner.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh my god!
Can I you know how I said that movie was going to be bad, and then apparently it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I every time I see a clip, it looks like the worst movie ever made.
It looks bad, right? No,
I think everyone is wrong. I haven't seen it, but I think you're all wrong.
But you'll watch it, and you're not going to go, "Oh wow, that was really good." You're going to go, "Oh, it wasn't bad.
It was pretty good." Yeah. Like it's someone's favorite.
It was a passable movie. It did its job.
It has heart, which is pretty important.
It's
okay. It's got one heart, very emotional.
Where are you from?
Queens.
What do you think?
Brooklyn.
Do you think? Would you? Oh, let's go further with this Kamal Nanjiani rumor. Do you want to see him hang out with Blue Beetle?
Like Zolo's Blue Beetle?
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I mean, he's young. Like,
actually, I can see that. Actually, seems like they'd be.
I think it'd be more like
that would be funny, actually,
uncle nephew kind of relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Going on
because I assume Blue and Gold in this DCU is going to be Ted, Jaime, and Booster Gold. I assume.
Who was like the painting of Ted? Was it like not Jason Sudeikis? It was Jason Sudeikis. It was
Ted Lasso. Yeah. It looks like Ted Lasso.
That goes hard as fuck.
That is perfect casting, but I almost wonder if he's like he's pretty old, you know. Like,
yeah, but like they're not gonna make 400 fucking Blue Beetle.
But I like Blue Beetle. I like Blue Beetle.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. This universe isn't gonna matter anyway, Tyler.
He'll be in
doesn't
Justice
matter.
League. He'll be in a Justice League because they're doing JLI and he'll be there.
Yeah, you could.
Are they gonna do a JLI? Will it make it that far?
No, but
they could even say in Superman that he's a part of JLI, but he went missing.
Are you, by the way, are you guys starting to feel like the Batman Part 2 genuinely might not happen?
I'm nervous.
Like, didn't it get pushed again? Like,
well, like a few months ago, but yeah, it's 2026 now, but there's still no script.
Yeah, and
I'm
listen. The fact that the Penguin is coming out I'm like, they're not giving up on this. I think
but they started the Penguin so long ago. They started the Penguin before all of this.
I think genuinely though, they could genuinely be looking at it like, do we put this in the actual DC universe? Like, I wonder if they actually could ever be considering it. You know?
Yeah, I hope
James Gunn is just like, actually, let's just can our idea.
There's a chance that they could, yeah, but I don't think they will. I hope they will.
I don't think they will either, and I think I think Harper said this. That is what's going to really kind of damn this universe from its inception. You're missing out on something that is massive, that is really going to kind of hurt the forward momentum of this thing.
Mm-hmm. Because
to just cross over Core
and they're just like, oh, Matt Reeves doesn't want to deal with Justice League stuff, and he wants to be grounded. So keep his trilogy grounded then.
Like, I get it, but also at a point, like, fuck Matt Reeves, let him make his movies.
At a point, you're making money, man.
And then you've got to fold Robert Pattinson into whatever. It doesn't have to be Matt Reeves directing him. He just do his own movies.
I'm sure James Gunn knows, because he's been frustrated because they killed Gamora in Avengers and he had to deal with that. But it's like, you're working within a universe. Like, I feel like you're gonna delude Batman if there's two fucking Batmans.
Oh, I agree.
You know, at the same time,
100%.
And it's hard because there's always been a million Batmans. There's always been a million Batmans, exactly. And we just got a peak Batman that people are attached to as this generation's fucking Batman. You know, it's just strange.
Also, like, age-wise, it feels like they work, but also, like, if the idea is true that Superman is like a newcomer and there's already heroes established in this universe and he's a little bit more hopeful and everyone else is a little bit more brutal, I feel like Robert Pattinson's Batman, David Corn Sweat's Superman would like fit in really well together, because that Batman has had a similar arc of going from brutal, just destroying people, to being like, well, no, actually, maybe I can inspire a bit of hope. And maybe that Batman agrees with that Superman and it's like, you're right, that is the way to do it. And together they change it.
But instead they're doing, this Batman has Damian Wayne already. So he's going to be like 40.
Will's fine.
Oh my God. And they look, and this is what blows my mind, is people put pictures of them together and people are like, oh, they just look too different. Yeah,
that's the point.
Yeah,
they're Batman and Superman.
Yeah. Also, he's not going to be in that suit forever. They'll put him in another suit. It's okay.
Yeah, and I think Robert Pattinson would do it. I would think he would do it. I think he's game to do literally anything Batman. And again, I feel like this Brave and the Bold Batman is going to be your more like blue cowl, yellow oval, fun Cape Crusader Batman. I mean, it's called the Brave and the Bold, right? And so it's more Adam Westy, I guess, is what you would lean towards. But I feel like Robert Pattinson could fucking kill that too. I feel like if you made a Adam West type Batman and it was Robert Pattinson, he would do that as well as he did this fucking emo shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just feel like he's a good actor. Shit. You know, and so I just feel like do that. I don't know. It could be his arc. That'd be awesome. I would love to see him become fun.
And they're
I really resent them for announcing so much shit before they'd even put out their first movie.
Before Superman, yeah.
Yeah, like,
and they said that's not even half of what they have planned to.
Yeah, just make the first thing and let's see. Like,
announce like 3 things, maybe. Like, announce Supergirl, Lantern, Superman. Done.
Yeah,
just because that seems to be the first 3 that they're moving forward with.
Yeah, and Creature Commandos.
Oh yeah,
Lanterns.
Yeah, that's on the news really quick.
Peacemaker
Creature Commando is dropping December. It is finished now. So
cool. Okay. I'll watch it.
Yeah. You guys mentioned Penguin. For Penguin, they announced that it's no longer just going to be on Max. It's going to be on HBO as well. And I was like, HBO and Max are the same thing, right? They're not. It means that they're putting Penguin on like actual cable TV now. and streaming.
Oh, that's what they're doing for fucking. They're doing that for Welcome to Derry as well. That's exciting.
It's interesting that they're like putting a high budget TV show on cable again. So
maybe they're doing that with just more things going forward.
But now you can watch Penguin being like, "Come on, what are you doing to me?"
Hey!
And then it'll cut to a commercial.
I haven't watched the trailer for it. I still haven't watched that trailer. Is it? I mean, it looks good, right?
It does look good, yeah. It's The Sopranos, but the Gotham.
The fucking Batman silhouette at the end. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. So.
I gave him hope. there was a little bit. There was a flicker in his heart.
A little bit.
Will he be in the show?
Yeah.
God, imagine that. Imagine we get a Robert Pattinson Batman cameo in the Penguin. That's the last time we see him. What a Henry Cavill in Black Adam kind of thing that would be.
Penguin, we need to talk.
It's just like,
Penguin, we need to talk.
Excellent. We should talk.
Okay, my last bit of news this week, which is probably the biggest news this week, is DC has leaked. Well, someone leaked Absolute DC, which is the ultimate
DC leaked their own thing. Absolute DC. All right, so this is going to be
this is Ultimate Universe DC.
This Comics. Is the rumors we've heard for years and years at this point that Scott Snyder's working on an Ultimate DC universe, and this seemingly is it. They're going to fully announce it at San Diego Comic-Con. But we have kind of, I guess, the basic idea of what this is actually going to be and look like. So there's going to be 4 major titles moving forward. I think.
Let's go through them and let's woo or boo them.
All right, so it's Absolute Batman by Scott Snyder and Nick Dragotta.
It's like obvious, but woo.
Yeah, I mean, I'll read it. I mean, I'm not going to not read it. I just think. Well, we'll get into it. Then there's Absolute Superman by Jason Aaron, but we don't know the artist yet.
Yeah. Woo? Woo. I like Jason Aaron enough.
Woo.
Absolute Wonder Woman.
Yeah, okay. He's sort of
Absolute Wonder Woman by Kelly Thompson.
You can't convince, like, Tyler, this great experiment of yours trying to convince yourself that, like, you give a shit about this character. It's hilarious. You don't.
She's cool.
Yeah, but you don't care. You don't care.
I kind of do.
No, I don't think you do.
I'm trying to figure it out, man. This is more an experiment.
In a year's time, I'm gonna ask you, like, what are you actually thinking? You're gonna be like, oh yeah, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think Wonder Woman's neat.
It's a trend. This is a trend.
Sometimes I walk around my house and I think, like, damn, Wonder Woman's really cool. I think Wonder Woman's like it's kind of neat.
Stop it! Oh, it's such a trend, bro. No, you're gonna be selling
Wonder
those
Woman
soon.
Is kind of, I don't know. I just think
you're gonna be selling them. You don't care.
This book written by Kelly Thompson, which is what I said in the chat they should do to fix Wonder Woman. I think that's a good idea. And then I just broke this. And then the last one.
I just heard that. Yeah.
The last one is Absolute Flash by Jeff Lemire.
Woo!
Yeah, woo! Ooh. And we also have, I guess.
And you love the Flash historically, so that's good for you.
I love the Flash. Historically, that is my favorite character ever, as everyone knows, because I'm always wearing Flash merch.
And you run really fast.
And I run extremely fast.
And you eat a lot.
I say my catchphrase of "You can never catch the Flash" all the time.
And you put babies in microwaves.
And I put babies in. That is separate from my Flash.
And you assault people in Hawaii as well.
All right. So anyway, we're moving on. Absolute Flash. We have apparently we have like alleged synopses of these as well. So Absolute Batman is Batman, but he's like a working class citizen. He's not a billionaire. He's not, billionaire Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
All right. I mean, it was inevitable, right? It was inevitable to get a working class Batman, and sure, it's Scott Snyder. I would have wanted someone else on a new Batman. I feel, I don't know who. I mean, there's a lot of names that are being thrown out in this universe, but I would have, I think, preferred not someone who's written Batman like one of the most seminal Batman runs ever, and it was very recent as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. But like Hunter, from your perspective, considering that's the only Batman run you've read, what do you think of him writing this book?
I mean, it's perfect. There's never been another writer.
That's true. He's the only writer that's ever written Batman.
Hunter, who created Batman?
Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder, but Zack Snyder probably helped.
So.
Oh fuck!
I mean, because they are related.
Obviously. Yeah, I imagine Scott would get his brother Zach to help out.
They're brothers.
Damn.
The Snyder twins.
I also love Nick Dragotta. He's like a very acquired taste, and that costume is fucking odd.
The logo is weird.
The refrigerator logo, it is weird, man. But I like him. I like that he's gigantic. I like that he's just like he looks huge.
Yeah.
I like Nick Dragotta. I think he's a good artist. East of West, Hickman's East of West. He drew.
Yeah, that logo's shit.
Yeah, it looks fucking weird, man.
It looks bad. It just looks bad.
Ultimate Superman. No, what is it called? Absolute Superman.
Ultimate Superman
is Jason Aaron, and it's apparently the synopsis of that is that he's a Superman who's more alien than human.
So he has like pincers and
yeah, exactly. And he has no penis.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that one is just kind of like, again, it was inevitable, I guess. But isn't this all we've gotten for a while? Isn't that Henry Cavill? Isn't that Earth 1? Isn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Do you remember that TV show from the 2000s, Kyle XY, where it was like he was an alien that came to Earth, except he didn't have a belly button?
Oh, I do. I saw it.
Do you remember that?
I don't remember that show. But I do have a memory of being in like a Target or like a Walmart when I was a kid and seeing the DVD cover of this fucking guy with no belly button and being like, yeah, yes, exactly. I remember seeing that and being like,
and that's his only defining fucking trait.
That's so weird.
That's
How
like
long did that show go for? Let's find out. There's no way it made it to 3 seasons.
I think I don't know.
It made it to 3 seasons. What?
There's someone listening to this who either worked on that show or that's their favorite show.
just like they must have thought this was so cool.
Yeah,
I mean it is.
Imagine a guy who's got no belly button.
Yeah,
no, but I can imagine literally how that pitch meeting goes. Where it's like, so we got a guy. He lifts his shirt up.
He's got
abs for days. No belly button.
No belly button.
And then everyone in the meeting's like, you've struck gold. Start clapping.
But I have a belly button. It's like I do too, but this guy doesn't.
He's fucking weirdo, isn't he? Isn't that weird?
That's a little too insane.
Anyway, so that's Absolute Superman. He's got no belly button.
Yeah.
But it's just weird. I don't know. And what's his name? Do you think Jason Aaron's the guy for that?
I don't care.
No, not really.
I would have thought, and I know this is like because he's the new hotness, but Dennis Camp is apparently working on this and he's doing Ultimates right now. I would have absolutely given him Ultimate Superman. God damn it. Absolute Superman. I keep calling it Ultimate Superman. But I would have absolutely given him Absolute Superman, like in a heartbeat. That would have been
it makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it should have been Robert Kirkman.
I mean, he could have done it.
Actually, yeah.
He actually did.
It not even as a joke. Yeah.
Absolute Wonder Woman is Wonder Woman as an archaeologist adventurer.
That's awesome. That's
Lara
actually
Croft,
great. See, this is
Uncharted, whatnot.
It is interesting.
It's awesome.
You aren't gonna care. You'll care for a little bit, and then it's
you're
over.
Wrong, though.
It's just I'm not, but I'm not. I'm genuinely not.
But you know how you're. This is why you're wrong on this, though. Listen, but
this is gonna matter to you for like maybe a year.
I'm gonna drop Tom King's Wonder Woman probably, right? But
there's no way you'll care about.
What did I say? I love Kelly Thompson. She's writing.
I'll ask you when you're 30. I'll ask you when you're 30.
You're not gonna make it to You're not gonna make it to when I'm 30.
Tyler is just a kid. He's no older than my son.
How old are you, Tyler?
I'm 4.
Oh wow, you're a very articulate 4-year-old.
I'm 23, 23. You're like 84, dude. Oh my gosh.
I'm 4. Holy shit. Okay.
But I'm gonna care. Maybe not when I'm 30, but I think I'll care next week. It's at least still.
Yeah, no, I think you will. I just mean like by the end of this year, I don't think you're going to be like.
Well, that's when this book is going to come out, and I'm going to say that this is book of the year. So you're wrong.
Shit.
Absolute Flash is apparently Wally with a new origin separated from Barry. So no Barry Allen, but it's Wally West.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Cool. That's fun.
And that's apparently Jeff Lemire also. So.
Hunter, get off your phone. Be part of the podcast.
I am part
He's
of the
texting
podcast.
Camille Nanjiani.
I am.
Yeah.
He's asking him.
Yeah. Can you please bro, they make me look really bad right now.
Yeah, I look really bad. Please tell me. He just wrote, I'm in.
But not in the movie. I'm not in the movie. I just want to specify I'm
not in the show. I'm just in, as in, like, I'm into this little thing you guys have going on.
Man.
Is that it?
Harper, why do you keep complaining that Tyler likes women?
No.
You're like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
You are confusing me with one Joshua DeGrazia.
There's a reason why he's not here right now.
I love women. Lots of people in my family are in fact women.
Remember that you're like Thor in Ragnarok, where he was like, maybe a little bit too much.
Maybe a little bit too much. No, but like I just like Tyler. I feel like this is a. Do you remember when I really loved Miles Morales? For
no, don't compare me to you.
No, I'm telling you, this is it. This is it. And I know you're in it now, so you can't see it. But man, you're gonna hit a point and you're gonna be like, yeah, no, this is not a longevity thing. This is a thing that I'm enjoying being a part of right now. But in the long run, you're going to look back and be like, yeah, I mean, I'm glad I did it, but it doesn't
But you
mean
told me this yesterday that I'm going to feel that way about everything. I think you're just trying
to... No. Actually, I actually specifically said the opposite of that. I said you're going to hit a point where you're going to wake up and the needless shit in your life is going to be meaningless. But the stuff that you still care about is going to matter a lot to you. This is one of the things
going to matter.
It's not good. This is going to be one of the things that falls behind. Okay. This is going to be one of the things that falls by the way.
The Wonder Woman thing is that
Hunter doesn't watch enough horror movies. Sorry, I'm just getting it all out now.
We in the chat, I feel like we do this often. We talk about how Wonder Woman for some reason doesn't fucking work, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But how much Wonder Woman have we read? And I thought, like, I feel like I've not read anything that people say is good for me to go, Wonder Woman sucks and I don't like it.
But there's not enough people that say things are good anyway.
But I've seen them all the time, bro. It's the argument. It's the argument of, is Wonder Woman on the Mount Rushmore of comic book characters? Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, is Wonder Woman there?
I think Flash just kind of replaced her.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, I don't think she's there, but she is incredibly popular.
Yes, she's incredibly popular because of the idea. She's like, it's like Superman. It's a Superman type thing.
Yeah.
But I refuse to think that in 80 years of this idea, there's never been good stories, you know?
But I don't think that's the point. I don't think that it was.
I
don't think it was ever that there was not good stories. I think it was just that the characters never been like consistently loved enough, or had enough going on that people really attack. Like the main sort of tent poles of Wonder Woman, I think people just aren't that interested in.
I don't know. Well, that's why I'm trying to figure out what the fuck this is about. I mean, people say George Pereira's run is really good. I read Amazon Historia, which James Gunn said was really good, and it was actually like pretty fucking good. And I am.
But like,
it is an experiment.
Compare it
is an experiment. I've read some Gail Simone Wonder Woman. I've read some Greg Rucka Wonder Woman, and I've done this recently. So I've been digging. It is an experiment, I will say. I don't know. I like the character.
If you had to pick right now between the concept of women and WrestleMania,
you got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Adrenaline in with soul.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes. I mean,
it's over. It's
you
over.
You guys weren't watching, man. You guys weren't there when it happened.
No, we weren't. We weren't even born yet.
It was so good, bro. It was so. He hit him with the Undertaker came. I hit him with a choke slam. Cody Rhodes finished. I was fucking sick.
Yeah.
No, but I would probably pick women.
He just didn't.
I know. I don't even know what we're talking about.
We gave you thinking time. We gave you time to discuss with the class.
No, WrestleMania.
I like Wonder Woman, but I understand that she isn't that interesting per se. Harper's right, where it's like the idea of it is the best part of it. And I think the first movie is great. I also believe that Wonder Woman works best in the past rather than in modern times.
But but all of these ideas we have are based off of not having read a lot of Wonder Woman.
Yes.
No, but they're based off of like the consensus of the world as well. Like everyone feels this way.
How many times is the main opinion? The main opinion for a long time was that Superman is more cool when he's evil. You know what I mean? So
and that's right.
That's true.
Tyler, I don't know if you've seen it. There's actually a TV show that's kind of like based around that sort of. It's called The Boys.
The Boys.
Yeah, it's actually fucking sick. So there's like there's a guy who's like the leader of like their version of the Justice League. They call the Seven, and he's like the Superman type.
Like Unite the Seven?
Yeah, like when
Aquaman, yeah, okay.
But instead of being like Boy Scout Superman, he's actually a real American patriot, and he fights for the values of the people in the country.
It's been too fucking long.
What needs to be done, and he never oversteps, but he uses the right amount.
That's what you know what you're explaining, because that's exactly Superman doesn't do that, and he's boring as fuck. So
that's what I mean.
Goku would win anyways.
Goku could not be. There's no way Goku could beat Homelander. You're crazy. Homelander stomps Goku.
Dude, some of the stuff that Homelander says in that show is like, it defies logic how mean he is. Like when he gets filmed lasering that kid and he goes, "What? They're all starving, but suddenly they have a fucking cell phone." It's like, yeah, bro, he's so fucked, bro.
He's the worst. Oh my god, we had 5 years of people not realizing that he was the bad guy.
That he was a bad guy. Bro, season 1 is
season 1, episode 1.
Oh, bro. Yeah, he lasers a fucking kid to death. The entire point of that season is Butcher being like he's done unspeakable things, including to my wife, and like it's harrowing. And people are like, well, yeah, but he just, he was poorly done by when he was a kid.
But he's a Sigma. Yeah, that's what are you talking about?
He's also not like he's also the most like weak little.
And
bitch
it's also I love where people are just like, if I had Superman's powers, I would be like Homelander. You're weird. You're weird.
That's why it's good that no one has these powers.
Yeah, that's why you have no friends. That's why you smell. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's so weird. And also, the people think that Homelander is what people would actually be like. Homelander was raised in a lab and tortured for like 20 years of his life. He's not a normal guy. He didn't grow up like Superman and decide to be like that. You would not be like Homelander. It's so strange. It's a strange fucking world, man. I know I've said that 10 times in this episode.
Oh, we're gonna have to deal with like season 5 when they inevitably kill him. People will be like, "Oh, I can't believe they killed him. Like they shouldn't have done that." Like, are people gonna be like really anti?
He didn't deserve it. They killed him like a bitch. They're gonna say that, but I guarantee you, when he dies, and because they're gonna definitely like kick the shit out of him, all of them together, at least, right?
Yeah.
But they're gonna be like, "He went out like a bitch." Like, no, but people are gonna say that though.
He's such a bitch.
I know.
Goku would win though, so
Yeah, Goku would win. Yeah, anyone would win.
It's so good. That's so you drop Goku into that universe, and he could just solve everything in 10 minutes.
Yeah, really basically. But Goku's really kind of an idiot, so you need help.
Yeah, that's true. He'd have his old little pervert friend there, Roshi. Is it Roshi?
Master Roshi.
Yeah, it's
his old pervert friend.
Am I wrong? Is any of what I just said wrong?
No, you're right. You're right.
He's a fucking monster. God.
Master Roshi?
Yeah.
Did you watch Broly yet?
No, I'm not there yet. I'm on Super.
That movie's fucking good, and all of the other ones are terrible.
I know. Battle of Gods is good.
It's terrible.
I like
terrible movies. They're terrible movies. Wow. They're Suicide Squad.
I think they're good with the context.
No,
like
fuck you.
Original.
No, don't even start. Do you know why? Because they're not that deep.
No, they're not. They're just fight. They fight scene.
Yeah. But except Broly is sick.
Yo, the part in Battle of Gods where I looked up the actual clip of the voice actor doing this, where he's like, "I'll not let you destroy my world." Like the voice actor looks like he's gonna pass out during that scream.
Yeah, it's commitment. That's why you have no money.
I don't commit. No, because I don't scream in a recording
this
booth.
guy screaming is why you have no money, Hunter.
Broly's unreal because the first like 40 minutes is like a well-told story, and then the next hour is just a fight. It's like one fight scene.
But it's like a really well animated fight scene.
It is like you do get about halfway through, and you're like, "Fuck it, okay, let's." And then things keep happening, and then someone supercharges up for like 5 minutes of screen time. They're going like. And the energy's building for like 5 minutes. It's great.
Bro, I watch all of original All Z. I'm halfway through Super. This is the clip I was talking about. But
I'm not watching this.
In like 2 months. So I saw these build-ups and everything. And I love it. It inspires me. No, you don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch it.
It inspires you?
Yeah, it does. I freaking love this stuff. Tyler, you started at the same time as me.
Didn't you say that when you like heard about Columbine and stuff though? Like you're inspired by weird things.
No. God. I think you're thinking of the Italian.
Maybe this is the lost episode. Oh my God. This is gonna be people are listening to this and they're definitely like, this is a weird one.
I like this one a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm into it.
But no, I rate episodes like when I leave them, I rate them based off of like, did I say anything there that I like really regret saying and wish we could edit out? Like that's how I judge them. And like this episode, it's fine. I'm fine.
You're doing good so far.
But because Hunter and myself went dark while Tyler decided to talk about
I was like, oh my God.
That was funny.
Tyler's like, this one's weird because he's like, oh man,
yeah,
what have I done?
That was funny. No, I'm liking manga a lot. I read 100 issues of manga today.
It's a weird way to announce this week, pedophile, isn't it?
This week. Yeah. What?
Okay, manga, like I want to read more manga, definitely. But like, okay, I want to finish Berserk. At least that's the one I want to focus on if I get back into mangas. I want to go into Berserk.
Get a Shonen Jump. It's Marvel Unlimited, but manga.
But is it on there?
I can check right now.
Am I gonna waste like how many bucks a month and never
$3 a month?
Oh shit. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm gonna check right now. Harper, no.
Wow, stop talking about it then.
all right.
The audio listeners are probably just like, what just happened there?
Yeah, Harper went to, lack of better terms, kill himself.
Dude, that's true. It's true.
Is there any more news?
No, there's no more news.
Oh no! Sweet. So now we're in the waffling section.
Hey, look! I feel like we have to.
Oh, Berserk is not on this app.
We have to. I feel we have to mention it because, like, when it first started, and yes, I'm setting it up without saying the thing, but like, it'll be a reveal for the audience. But when it first started happening to us, I think we were all like, "This is concerning. Is this a troll? Is this a bit? Is this someone trying to?" Is this someone trying to get at us? Is this someone trying to be fucking like
powers
weird? Yeah. Is this someone trying to like, is this a joke at our expense? But it seems legit. And I feel we have to give a little shout out to @a hero story. Yeah. I feel like we have to. I've spoken to that guy a lot the last couple of weeks. He's fucking cool. He's pretty cool.
We have a haven for all the Hero Story fans now.
This
guy made an account. We have a fan account now.
And we don't know who, unless Harper knows who it is, but
I feel like I know all about him. Like he's told me about his job. He's told me about he's married. He's told me like he's listening to the Howling book based off of my recommendation, and we're talking about it. Like it's very Man.
So, Hero Story on Instagram is an account about us.
Yeah, and there's there's like good content. He makes good stuff, funny stuff.
Dude, this edit with me and the howling werewolf. That shit's fire. I love it. Shit's good.
But yeah, he's actually like good at editing and finding clips.
So was he the one that edited together the video of me yelling at my dog at my old house? Ages ago. That's crazy.
Because you haven't lived there in 19 years.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
Sorry about your mom.
That are you being serious right now?
Am I?
I don't know. My mum has cancer, so I can't tell if you're being like joking.
I'm sorry about that.
Did you forget that when you said that?
No. I remember. I'm saying,
So
why
weird.
is this a joke?
Because you went, I'm sorry about your mum. It sounded like one of those joking things where you go, yeah, I'm sorry I heard about that bloody like Tyler, am I right? It sounded like he was fucking around.
I don't know, man. I can't trust this guy anymore.
That was fucked. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is she still with the dog?
Yes, she's got 2 now. I bought her another one.
We're giving her more things to do. Okay.
Exactly. Yep.
Needs
100%.
rest, but now she has to raise another animal. Okay.
She wanted it. Actually, it's literally her birthday today. I'm going around there after this podcast.
What's her name?
Kirsty.
Happy birthday, Kirsty.
Christopher Reeve.
Christopher Reeve. Happy birthday, Christopher Reeve.
Happy birthday, Harper. She's a Harper? No, she's not a Harper. No,
she's not. No, they were never married. I'm a bastard child.
Hey,
that was funny. I don't know why you saying that the way you said it.
Yeah, it made you so fuck. God damn it!
They were never married. I'm a bastard child.
Are you proud of it? Like, do you own up, or are you like?
That's why you love Jon Snow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
except he's not a bastard child anyway.
I might be getting too personal on the podcast, like digging in.
Yeah, well, like I thought you were fucking around. I was like, bro, what are you getting at?
I was leading to a joke, and then I couldn't think of a joke, so I'm just gonna be kind.
There's not many jokes you can make about that aren't gonna make me be like, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like,
"That's my mom."
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just rubbing his hands together. It's like all those jokes about my fucking leg.
Yeah. Oh, well, I had cancer. My mom. It wasn't a big deal. Yeah.
He's just gonna laugh in my face.
Yeah. I was about to get revenge, but it felt bad. I made a fake spoiler for the latest Boys episode before Harper watched it. And he sent me like a frowny face emoji, and I instantly started lying to him, be like, I actually haven't seen it.
Yeah, but I knew, like, I said it too. You were just like, I haven't even seen it. I'm like, that's exactly what you would say if you like.
Wait, did this happen in the chat yesterday?
Yeah.
I need to find. What did you say?
I said, has A-Train died yet?
And I was just like, bro. I was like, and then he was like, I haven't even finished last week's episode. And I was like, I feel like that's not true. But like the ambiguity was enough that I was like,
yeah, A-Train's still alive. Oh man, you're straight up spoiling shit now.
I thought he was serious because I paused the show for like 20 minutes. And so like realistically, Hunter could assume that I would have finished it by the time I sent that message. And I was like, oh man, come on.
Why'd you pause for 20 minutes? Care to explain?
I paused it multiple times to go on the treadmill so I could do my 10Ks.
Why don't you just do it after or beforehand?
I do it in chunks sometimes. Sometimes I'll do like 4, and then sometimes I'll do 6, or sometimes I'll do 8 and then do the 2 in the afternoon. Why is this so such interesting? A weird one. Why this is a weird one? Why is it so interesting?
I'll have to remember that.
What? What do you mean?
What episode is this again? 275.
This is like a landmark episode.
Have we run out?
Yeah, it kind of is. What are you?
I'm out of entertainment here.
This is the first time I've seen you properly cooked, bro. You're fine.
Yeah, this is, you know what? The facade finally drops. And we see Hunter for who he truly is.
When we do news,
finally the audience gets to see him for who he truly is. This is the man that we always know. Just a piece of shit.
You know what I found the other day, Tyler? I found the unedited version of us where we expose Hunter and JD.
Oh, yes.
We accuse them of certain atrocities.
Yes.
that we bleep in the version that's on YouTube because it was. God damn.
You say we.
You said you. I implied one. You implied the other one.
Oh, I did. Oops.
Yeah, you did. No, it's equal parts, bro.
every time I do the news of the week, every time we discuss something, I delete it off my notes app. So then I'm like, okay, move on. So I'm looking at my notes app. There's just nothing there, and I always have the comics of the week next to me. I didn't get comics this week. There's just nothing there. So I'm like,
oh, that means there's gonna be 30 minutes of Tyler being like, so Wonder Woman, and we have to sit through it.
Wonder Woman's great. I love Wonder Woman. No, I don't even think there was a Wonder Woman. Oh, I think there was an Ultimates this week.
There was, yeah, and I'm gonna get it.
I mean, I read Ultimates this week.
I saw America Chavez was in it.
Yeah, dude, it was so hard. The issue is basically they storm the White House, and they're like, there's a guy that's in the president's seat. His name is Midas, and he's wearing an old kind of like Mark II Tony Stark armor, and he's explaining to Captain America what happened to America, because in the new Ultimate Universe, obviously America doesn't exist anymore. Mm-hmm. And it's juxtaposed with Captain America watching a video that Tony Stark set up of the last, century that he's missed of time, and seeing what happened to America. And it was just excellent. It's just basically this guy Midas going on about how the truest thing about America that makes America what it is that everything can be bought. And so that's basically what happened to the country in this universe, is the bad guys just took it over. They just bought it because that's what America is. Everything transmutes into capital. That's the thesis of this episode, of this issue. And then
the red stairs still there?
The red stairs? No, not anymore. Not in this event. And the ending of the issue is they break through the bottom of the White House and they find this woman strung up, like creating energy out of a star. And
so did you stop reading at that point?
And I was going to, but I was like, what is this?
They found a woman. Yeah. I wish it was Cody Rhodes.
I wish it was WrestleMania.
And Wonder Woman.
And they save her, and Captain America goes, "What's your name?" And she goes, "America." And so the Ultimates are like, okay, like this is actually it's a thesis on like this is actually what America is. It's us helping the weak. It's us like saving people that need help.
That's cool.
In theory,
yeah. You guys did that a lot, many years ago.
Yeah. In theory, but yeah, it was really excellent. And there's a weird part where they show Steve Rogers like catching up on history, and they show a guy in a Punisher costume, like the Punisher from the 70s, just shooting a bunch of random people. Like he was like a mass shooter. And then they show the modern day, and there's a bunch of rednecks with red Punisher tattoos and shit like that. And I'm thinking that, and I think this is actually kind of sick, the Red Skull in the Ultimate Universe could be like some leader of this Punisher cult.
Oh, God.
Interesting.
God, it's all miserable. like a
Red Skull.
Because it was a red Punisher skull. Yeah,
it's a Red Skull, and he's a Nazi. It's a neo-Nazi kind of group. Yeah,
that's I think genius. Actually,
it is kind of genius.
I think that's what this is going to be. Oh, that's
actually so clever.
Yeah, the Red Skull's like, I guess he's like the leader of the KKK in this universe. Like I guess
they're leading more into like the modern day Nazi.
Yeah, I love that. I think for the ultimate,
you love modern day Nazis. Yeah.
Wow. We're recording right now, and you just.
I shouldn't have said that. Can we cut that part?
This episode has got some. This episode's got some gold for that hero historian guy.
Yeah,
make some. This episode.
Tyler shares his thoughts. Uh-oh. Breaks his silence. Oh God.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, you're just giving more ideas.
I know. Anyway, that was Ultimates. I don't even know if there was another comic I read this week. But probably more came out, and read them.
Yeah, I might go to my comic store when we're done recording here and pick that up. I read 101 issues of One Piece.
Oh, there was Transformers this week and Avengers.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have a home next week? A new home?
Me?
No, start of August.
August 1st, I move. Yeah.
Oh, because
my place right now is like empty.
You told us
it's the nicest.
You should tell the people on the podcast that you broke up with Roy.
Oh
yeah, you did break up with Roy. Yeah.
It was sad. So, for those who don't know, I'm going to cough in the mic real quick.
Thank you. Thank you
For
so
those
much
that don't
for
know, I'm gonna cough in my mic. They didn't know.
My boy Roy is he's the guy that I go to the comics. I go to a very small comic book store, and only one man works there. It's the owner named Roy, and he's run that place since the 90s. But he's my boy Roy.
Now, he was the guy that was recently embroiled in a controversy where he wanted to get his name as a creator of Wolverine, right? That's him?
No,
That's Roy?
this is his brother.
Oh, they both have the same
no
first
relation.
name.
No relation.
They're related by first name.
Roy and Roy. Roy and Roy. No, so I've been going to him forever since I started getting comics. Since I started getting Sonic the Hedgehog comics. So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Them being related by first name is so funny still. Like his family just didn't get it.
Well, name him Roy. Is that our other kid? Huh?
What are you talking about?
Anyways, yeah, so I'm moving August 1st. And so the shop's gonna be too far for me, so I gotta go to a different comic book store. And so Roy appreciates it when I drop books if I let him know a month in advance, so then the new issue isn't on the way. So it's a month in advance. So I went over and I went over to him, and he's just like, "Hey, you excited for Deadpool Wolverine in a few weeks?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Roy.
And there's no one else in the store. It was just me and him, and I'm just like, "It's over.
It's over.
It's over."
I paid for my comics that came out that week. This happened last week, and I'm just like, Roy, I found a place. It's on the other side of the city though. And he looked at me, and he's just staring at me, and just like, which means this store's gonna be too far for me to get my comics. So I'm gonna have to drop my pull list. And he didn't say anything, he just reached his hand out and he like shook my hand. And he looked like sad too. So he shook hands, and he's just like, Hunter, you have helped put food on my plate and had a roof over my head for the past many years. Just thank you so much for all that you've done for me, and come visit anytime. And I was like, I will.
Oh mate, you gotta get your comics fucking like mail ordered from him. Like you can't let this happen.
How far of a drive is it now?
Dude, if they go
right for me right now, it's 5 minutes, but for my new place, it's gonna be 35 minutes. So.
Yeah, that is too far.
Yeah, like I walk to the store sometimes. So yeah, and then he even looked it up. He's just like, he looked up my pull list. He's just like, you started your account in like, it was like January 7th, 2008. And I was like,
damn.
So the day after you went. Anyway.
Yes.
So if they go out of business, that shit's on you, bro.
I know, but there's a lot of people that go there, especially for like Magic the Gathering and stuff. So it's like a game store. It's not just comics. So I think you'll be okay. But yeah, I've been going there since I was a child, getting Sonic comics, and with Roy. So because he's the only guy that works there. So yeah, it was like weirdly emotional.
My Roy was Sacco when the first comic book store I ever went to. The comic book store I like grew up with was called Comic Book Jones, and it was owned by a dude. I don't know. I never knew his real name, but his name was Sacco Jones. That's what they called him.
Sacco Jones.
And then it was I remember the first time I went there was the day that X-Men Origins Wolverine came out, because we went after the movie because they had a sale or something. And the last time I went there was the day that Joker came out. So
oh my god, your two favorites.
I know, my two favorite movies, so at least I got to go off on a good note. But dude, genuinely, like whenever I say anything about Joker, that is part of the reason I have such venom for it. Because I saw Joker and I was like, oh my god, now I have to go to this comic book store I've been going to for 10 years that's closing. And then
it took Hunter to point it out, but when he pointed out that like JD's movie of 2019 was Joker, I looked at his thing and I didn't register that Joker was on it. That's crazy.
He's probably movie that year. What were the movies he saw? Joker and Avengers Endgame.
And he preferred Joker.
Well, then like
it's true. Yeah, he preferred Joker.
That's unreal. Dude, 2019 has some fucking good movies. Dude.
We could go to JD's Letterboxd. I mean, I said earlier that Hunter's Letterboxd is the worst place on the internet. JD's is a close second.
No, JD's is beyond past me.
Do you think so?
JD's your reviews are worse. His ratings defy belief. Although he seems to like give good reviews to the stuff that I really care about, so it's fine.
It's not
that makes it weird, Harper. It's what he chooses to watch.
What he chooses to watch. It's so funny. Like you guys had both seen Maxine, and he'd watched The Devil Wears Prada. I was like, what reason would he have to watch The Devil Wears Prada?
He's watched a lot of movies in 2019. These are all movies that came out in 2019 that he didn't like. Marriage Story, Midsummer, Parasite, The Lighthouse. These all have 2 stars.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. He's got Parasite as the same rating as Dark Phoenix, man.
Dude, Parasite's amazing.
This guy's insane. This guy's insane.
The movie's like an 8 or a 9.
I know. And then he's got The Irishman at 2 stars as well. So he's not even following form. Yeah. Wow. This guy's Joker. He's Joker. JD is like Joker. I meant is because he just never know.
I don't know who said it, but there was a comment on our post that was someone just went, JD's 2019 choice isn't even like funny to me. Like that's pretty normal. I guess I'm just such a crazy guy. Like it was that a fucking come on.
Oh my god. Wow.
But like what he picks to watch is usually like late 90s, early 2000s romantic comedy.
Yeah. But he's the only one of us that's single. How does this happen?
He's training.
Wait, bro, you're gonna have to do it all anyway.
You have to watch like this week he watched Don John.
I love that. First Flash fan commented, I can tell JD got lazy with this list.
Yeah. Well, JD even said for the Fall Guy for this year, he's like, that's the only movie I've seen this year.
I know.
So,
that's fair. Yeah. Although people did love that movie, to be fair.
Yeah, they did. And he did say he's going to see Deadpool Wolverine opening night if he can.
Yeah, good.
So, yeah. So,
dude, fucking, there was a new featurette for Romulus that comes out in 4 weeks, bro.
I saw the trailer in theaters yesterday.
Dude, it comes out 4 weeks. It's July 13th today. It comes out like my birthday.
I thought it was coming out in October. Oh my god,
dude, it's August. It's like mid.
I saw the trailer for Romulus yesterday when I saw Longlegs, and there's that part where they show like the dude trying to push the face hugger off of him, but the thing is going in his mouth, and there was like a dude bro in front of me who looked at his friend and went, nah. Because I guess it looked a little like, erotic or something.
Oh my god, bro, as if the xenomorph isn't already that. That's the point of it.
He went, ugh.
My Longlegs theater was really strange experience.
Mine was full. It was packed.
Same with mine, but it only played in one theater. It was a theater like far from my place, so I had to drive. Really? Well, not far, like 30 minutes.
Hey, we get Romulus 2 days early, bitch.
Fuck.
Damn it.
Fuck you.
Well, what was weird about how many people were there?
It was like completely packed, but it was in a very small theater where like every theater has like leather seats now in my city, except for this one, so we're all like kind of jam packed in there. I saw it with my friend and his girlfriend, and his girlfriend went to the bathroom at one point, and she said when she went there, a man with a massive beard came out and like looked at her, was like, and looked at the woman's side and went, oh, oops. And I moved on.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
We got our popcorn, and my friend ordered a large popcorn, and the guy at the cashier was like, just for you? Like, what the hell, man?
What the fuck? What the fuck? This weird like Fallout New Vegas fucking cinema that you've gone to.
It's like we're just waiting to be like, you sure there, bud? Like slap his belly or something.
It's so strange.
And when watching the movie, there's one guy at the very front who had like a delayed laughter to every single time Longlegs laughed. But it was like one of those laughs, like, ha ha ha! And it would have got the whole theater laughing. It was hilarious, but it kind of ruined the immersion.
Damn it.
No wonder you didn't think the movie was scary. Like maybe it was a horror movie, but you just had this fucking guy going.
The guy next to me jumps so high every time too. He would like throw his hands up like this.
There was one guy who like I swear he jumped off of his feet. Like it was like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Was it was it when the doll's eyes flicked up?
No. It was like the very early one.
You are not. Are you old enough to like have seen Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yes, I'm old enough for Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Sometimes I genuinely think you are 4, and like I can't talk to you about these things. Yeah,
no, but it was legit like that, and I thought
when it was like the pop-up scene where it's like.
Yeah, and I thought that was a really good scare.
It was,
and then I told you guys when I walked out of the movie yesterday, I was walking the streets going home, and a guy with a really puffy, pale white face and white hair walked by me on the street, and I was just like,
"Is that
like
him?"
like the movie wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. And then I walk outside and I see him next to me.
The killer.
I was just like, oh my God. Oh no. Okay. And then it made me like the movie retroactively after I saw it really frightened me because I was like, he could be anywhere. Like I just passed him in the street. Like he could be there waiting for me when I get home. You know, like
that's kind of the thing that disappointed me is because he could be anywhere because he's just a guy.
Because he's just a guy.
I thought that was
hyping
so funny,
up his
Hunter.
appearance.
Yeah. Because you in the chat, like, I haven't seen him yet. And I'm like, he is just a guy. Like, you're not going to see
He does
like,
look
why
creepy.
was he looks creepy enough. Why was her heart rate so high? I don't get
think,
it.
What
I think the
scene
voice helps.
Do you think that would have been the scene where she interviews him for the first time?
That is.
Like, okay, so, no.
His voice is creepy. I guess.
Yeah, no.
His voice is creepy, but he's full Nick Cage. It's one of those things where it's like it's creepy to some, but it's hilarious to most other people.
Yeah. Because it's Nick Cage.
It's like happy birthday. Because like there's a scene where he's like singing happy birthday and they're watching it on video and then they pause and it's just like he did this for the next 24 minutes. The whole theater bursts out laughing.
Because it is hilarious. That is hilarious. Yeah.
Like, was that supposed to be disturbing?
Yeah, it's and it's a lot. It's one of the movies where I feel like the vibes, the heavy lifting comes from the visuals and the music and the sound is like the heavy lifting of it because everything else is just kind of like. All right.
Oh, the cinematography was insane.
They didn't cast Nick Cage in this movie thinking like obviously he's goofy. Everyone's going to think it's goofy. Tyler, did you ever end up finishing Dr. Sleep or not?
No, yeah, I did. I finished Dr. Sleep.
Oh, you did? Oh,
like
did you
4 or 5 years ago?
No, we had this conversation. Remember, you thought you hadn't finished it.
Oh yes, no, you know what? I'm thinking of the wrong time. I did finish it eventually, though. Yes.
I got panicked there. I felt fear in my heart that I was wrong.
Great movie. Probably the most disturbing like torture scene ever made.
With the kid?
With the kid, yeah.
Yeah, that's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Hunter, for going. Dude, it probably has the most sick, fucking, disgusting thing that's ever happened in a movie when they torture that fucking kid.
Yes.
All right.
All right, buddy.
It made me uncomfortable.
I didn't like that either. I didn't like when they killed the kid
yeah. Hot take. We all felt uncomfortable when the kid got tortured.
But yeah, that is a good movie. But I was gonna say about Longlegs is I just feel like you run into this guy in real life and it would be scary. And I know that because I saw him. And so like there's scenes where it's like I don't know what this guy's capable of because it's kind of implied that he's like supernatural in a sense. Yeah. I don't know what he's capable of. And like I don't even know what he is. You know what I mean? Is he actually a guy or is he, some sort of supernatural thing or whatever? And I don't know. I thought the movie like was scary. I thought it was scary. I think when you get towards the end, I think it like some of the plot, you're just kind of like, oh, all right. And it kind of you're questioning it too much to be scared.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they take a while to answer a lot.
When does he flood Gotham in that movie?
It's like
2
third
hours,
act.
20 minutes. Yeah.
Third act. Wow.
It's literally the Batman though. Like you see that movie, it's the Batman.
Yeah. That was my first thought when they get the birthday card. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Riddler.
To the Batman, yeah.
It
No,
says to the Batman.
And it did actually. Yeah. And then like, yeah, it was shockingly like the Batman I felt.
Yeah, because it's a similar mystery.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it.
I liked it too. I was disappointed at the same.
I thought it would be like I don't want to be that. We gotta end this fucking podcast, bro.
Yeah. We're rambling. We've been rambling for 7 hours. Thanks for listening.
Like, I liked it.
Hopefully we'll be back next week.
I don't know. Hey, you know what? We're gonna decide is at some point in this week if we're gonna end the podcast. This might be the last episode.
This could be the last. Yeah, this is it.
So goodbye.
If there's no episode next week, it might be over.
Yeah. If there's no episode next week, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, JD literally has gone missing.
Yeah, he's gone. He's fucking gone.
Yeah.
Last week he didn't reply to being on. The week before they didn't reply to being on. This week I tagged him just like, JD, can you record? He's like, I'm at a baseball game. Like, oh my god, you're alive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we barely hear from him at all. Like I hadn't heard from him in like a week and a half, and then he just sent me like a reel and went, insane reel pull, read the comments, and that was it. It's like all I've heard from him. Okay.
But he is busy
and alive.
We don't have to make excuses for him. He's a grown ass man.
Yeah.
He has chosen life and career and living over podcasts.
Keep in mind, we probably mentioned 4 times this very podcast that he's doing nothing. You're single.
I specifically did. I specifically didn't include relationship.
Oh, do you know something?
No, because he doesn't have one.
Okay.
Oh, do you know?
Goodbye. Well, I'm gonna end this.
Bye, guys.